go to school, get good grades, and don't forget to find you a good paying job. Don't that sound too familiar? But I have a special secret for you. Come on in. No, don't be scared. Come a little closer. Yep. That was all a lie. All of it. Imagine if somebody told us the truth. The truth is, hey, if you go to school, if you get good grades, there's a possibility it might be hard for you to find a job that you went to school for, and you're going to be in debt, and after 6 months, they're going to start requiring you to pay that money back. So if there's another job, probably picking up trash, paying more money than what you paid to get your degree in, you might take it. Nobody told us that. They just told us go to school, get a good job. So I'm looking at bestcolleges.com, right? A new survey say over 82% of degree holders think college was a great financial investment, right? But it say despite of this, 61% of grads would change their majors if they could go back. So that kind of contradicts what they just said, because if 82% think it was a good financial investment, but they would go back if they could change it, that, all right, 2 + 2 = 4, not 8. That means, in layman terms, a lot of them made bad decisions, but since they already paid the money, they just gonna roll with the punches and say it was a great investment. Really, it wasn't, because if they can go back, they would change it, right? Then it say 26% of all degree holders would change their major to pursue their passions. Roughly 30% of millennials would change their majors for better job opportunities. And I think that number is higher. Before we dig deep into this video, I was the exact same thing, same person. I was in high school. I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grow up. Probably 90% of kids really have no idea. As you're getting older, your 10th grade, 11th grade come, and that's when all the Army recruiters and everybody coming in, and parents and all of their friends always asking you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you start having some friends that say, hey, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be this. So then you're looking at yourself like, wow, everybody else already know what they want to be. I got to say something so the grown-ups can leave me alone. And everybody else going to college, so I might as well go to college. So my thing was, I Googled highest paying jobs or whatever it is so I can make a lot of money. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be rich and I wanted to make a lot of good money. So I found out mechanical engineers made great money. So I was like, that's it. I'm becoming a mechanical engineer. And whenever you told grown-ups, they loved it. They like, oh my gosh, because it's kind of a rare niche. So, you tell them something like that, it's fancy, right? So I started taking the pre-classes and all the good things to become a mechanical engineer, right? And my senior year, I read Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read that book, I have the link in the description. Changed my life. I seen that you can basically become rich without having to get a degree. At that point, I had to make a decision. My parents, grandparents, everybody wanted me to go to school. And I was like, this looked like a road that's going to lead me right off a cliff. I don't like it. So I was like, didn't do it. So I didn't go to college. Everybody thought I was crazy. If you fast forward years later, I noticed my friends going to college. They was changing their majors, hating it, being broke, while I was a friend with my own crib, making good money. And years later, a lot of people got degrees, $100,000 in the debt, while I was making money throughout the whole time. So overall, I do not regret the decision of not going to college. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys some options, some good paying jobs, some dope careers on how you can make some money without a college degree. Let's get into it.
Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black.
Bienvenidos, welcome back, beautiful people. I am Lando, Success, your favorite motivational teacher. Whenever you come to my page, the plan is for you to leave learning something. So make sure you press that like button, press that subscribe button so you can get notifications whenever I leave a video, and it will help the YouTube algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. So go ahead, take your time and press that like button. In this video, we're going to do a top 10. We're going to start at 10 and we're going to work our way all the way back down to 1. And it's going to be my choice of the top 10 best jobs you can have without a degree. Now, I've seen a lot of YouTubes where people did the top 10 highest paying jobs without a degree. And if you watch those videos, they're usually boring jobs where it's like you're controlling a crane operator, hazmat safety department manager. You know, it's a lot of things that, you know, yeah, you're making good money, but you probably wouldn't want to do that. The average person wouldn't want to do it. So I gave y'all 10 jobs that an average person would actually want to do, and you can make decent money. We're not going to worry about the money right now, because once you follow my page, I'm going to show you guys multiple ways how to make money outside of your job. So just follow. I got y'all. Starting at number 10, massage therapist. I love getting a good quality massage. Who do not like getting a good quality massage? Sports athletes, you got to keep them in tip-top shape. They got to get massages. They got to get rubbed down. People love massages. I actually pay a monthly membership fee to get one massage a month. But first, we're going to talk about how do you become a massage therapist, because you don't need a degree. Since I have a friend that is a massage therapist, I asked her for some advice, and I'm going to read it to you. She said the requirements to become a fire massage therapist, you have to graduate from a program/school. So you have to basically go to a academy where you probably have to pay a few grand, a few $100s to become certified. You might be able to get the job fresh out of school, but most places you would need to get your license. Last time she checked, the license was about $250. The rest is simple, good body mechanics, be confident, don't be afraid to touch people, and the number one thing is have those healing hands. She also said she has worked at places without her massage therapist license, so some places will actually hire you without it, as long as you got some experience, but it's better, in my opinion, to just get the license. So if you want to work with a big company, you'll be able to do it. So I'll say some of the pros about becoming a massage therapist is because you can start your own thing. You got a lot of routes you can go. You can work with a company, Levita Massage, Massage Envy. It's a lot of different companies that you can work with, but you also can take that, build a clientele, get some business cards, get your own table, and you can start your own thing. Then you can go into the professional athletes realm. So it really depends on how much your hustle is, on how much money you want to make as a massage therapist, but you can make good money and you also make tips. Also in the comments, if you are in one of these professions and you know the updated certifications, you know the salary they possibly can make, feel free to let me know in the comments. Number 9 is an insurance agent. What is 2 things that everybody need? Or we can say one thing that is guaranteed: death. People gonna die. Unfortunately, we live and we're gonna die. So you have life insurance, right? Next thing, what is another thing that everybody need that has a car? Auto insurance. So what nobody never told me about is when you become an insurance agent, right? You have to first decide what type of insurance agent would you like to be. If you want to be a life insurance agent, I actually went through the process to get my life insurance license. What you do is you get the books, you take like a class, you get the books, they'll teach you, or you can do it yourself. So probably, I think it was like $200, $300 back when I did it. You study like hell for the life and health section, and then you go to the state and you go take a test. Back when I took it, I think you needed to get a 80% or higher to be certified. I think they lowered it down to 70% now. Once you become a licensed agent, listen to this. Every time that customer pay into their policy every single month, you get a percentage of that. So say if my policy $100 a month and you get a 5% residual income off of it. So you're making $5 every single month whenever I pay into my policy. So think if you start at a young age and you don't have 100 clients, you have 1,000 clients, 10,000 clients, hundreds of thousands of clients across the world. So you have a residual income coming in where you can start off with $5 a month, $10, build to $500 to $2,000. I know insurance agents that's making well over 6 figures, millionaires. It all depends on how much work you put into it. Next, I'll probably have a chart that will break down the full thing, how you can get started. But you have options where you have the life, the health, securities. So you got to figure out which one you'll probably want to get into and then do the research, but you can make good money being a life insurance agent. Number 8, that is a fitness.
Travis Kelly. I'm the fitness manager. I'm the owner of Fission Fit. We've been here for about 16 months and we do a lot of things here. We do personal training, virtual personal training, group exercise, virtual group exercise, and in some cases, we'll even come out to you.
People you know that love to work out and love helping other people how to get in shape. A lot of people do it for free. You might as well become certified. You do not need a college degree. All you need is a NASM certification. Some people do it without it, but if you want to go through the NASM certification, I'm going to have the chart where we can break down step by step exactly what do you need. Another good thing about being a fitness trainer, you have multiple options. First thing, you can work for a big box gym. You can work for Planet Fitness. You can work for Lifetime. You can work for a lot of different companies being a trainer, and as you build that clientele, you can start John and Doe Fitness Gym, and you can build your own client. While you start building a good book of business where you can start training people yourself. And a good thing about it nowadays with the virtual world, I know a trainer, the one I showed Travis, he does virtual trainings where it's a FaceTime or a Zoom meeting, and you can have a whole class of 30 people all training at once.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, upward row. Good morning. 1. Good morning. Good morning. 2.
So it can be very lucrative and you can make a lot of money. It really depends up on the trainer. I will have a list of how much you can make working at a gym, but this is also good where you can work and you can do your own thing. And even you have people like Just Train, Kevin Hart trainer, start training celebrities. Celebrities like to get in shape. Majority of celebrities sometime in their life, they want to basically get in shape. You can see Big Sean, he done posted how he been getting in shape. So you know all of them have a trainer. So why can't you become their trainer? Number 7 is becoming a firefighter. One of my friends went through the process to become one. I actually went to his graduation ceremony at the academy they went to. So I reached out to him to ask what is the process, how much firefighters make. He said the process, you usually have to go to a firefighter academy and take the EMS class and then get the certifications. So I know it's physical because I know he's running like 3 miles a day at 7 in the morning. But you can make great money. You know, he said fire basics, you can make between 40 to 50,000. Fire paramedics can make between 50 to 60. So you have a lot of different options becoming a firefighter. And a lot of things that people don't know about the industry is you only, on average, you probably only work 3 or 4 days a week. So you're not even working every day and you're still making that type of money. So that is a good career to go into that a lot of people don't know. You just have to go through academy and you just have to get the certifications, pass the test, obviously, and go ahead and save lives. Number 6 is becoming a nurse. I know before y'all come in the comments and say, hey, you need a degree to become this type of nurse. There, in the nursing world, it's so many different names. You can become a lot of things without having a degree, and we're going to talk about a few. Random fact about myself, I became a certified nursing assistant. I paid $600. It was a 4-week class. I learned the class. I went to Atlanta, Michigan to take the state test. So we had to wash your hands a certain type of way. You got to do all this type of stuff. Passed it my first time and I became a certified nursing assistant. And at the time, years ago, you can start off making like $15 an hour, which is good money, especially, you know, if you're trying to not go to college and want to make good money. That was one thing. So I reached out to one of my friends that is a nurse, and she said, so most of them you have to have a degree, LOL, but I think LPNs don't, as they just need a license and certification exams. Short program durations, probably less than a year, as they focus on the task and not treatment or diagnostic. But ADN, BSN, MSN, sound like news channels, DPN nurses, leave in the comments if y'all know what these mean. I don't even know what these mean. Nurses all have to go to school for at least 2 to 10 years pending. Nurse technician and CNAs are not nurses but work in the medical field, and they also have jobs as med techs, plebiotomy. I don't even think I said that right. Phlebotomy. See, that's why y'all see I'm not a CNA no more, right? Radiology techs, who can all work and not have degrees but certifications. This also depends on a state guideline, as the exact certification requirements are different in each state to state. Thank you, Sky, for that amazing information. And she said you can make upwards of $40,000. All depends on what state you work in. So look into that. You have a lot of options. You can jump into the nursing field and make some great money without a degree. So random story, a pilot, remember the pilot that I went to Brazil with? Remember I told y'all in the story, my last YouTube, where I went to Brazil. The pilot I went to, he was a black pilot, and he also was a nurse. So when he would not work as a pilot, he will make more money being a nurse at home, so he was able to double dip. So it's good to have multiple skills, multiple hustles, and that worked out good. I think he's still a nurse to this day. Number 5, we are halfway there. We're almost done. That is esthetician and skincare specialist. Majority of us heard of Paul Mitchell. Mitchell's school. They cover beauty whenever you want to do skin regimens, learning how to do skin the right way, learning how to do treatments, learning how to put on makeup to match the skin colors and all of that beautiful type of stuff. And I do not want to butcher it too much. So what I did was ask one of my old co-workers, friends Isha, she is an esthetician, and I asked her some information on becoming an esthetician and how much money you can make. So she said, okay, becoming an esthetician, the amount of hours you need to become one depends on the state you live in. You can specialize in so many things, from facials and skincare to waxing or becoming a laser tech. The amount of money you can make depends on which route you choose to take. You can work at a medical spa, or a day spa, and you can work on wax studio or a lash bar. You can also work as a dermatologist. You can make an hourly and commission, or either one. I think you make most of the money when you work for yourself. People are always going to be vain and shallow, so there's always money to be made in this industry. Another great thing, you can take the hustle. You got to learn the game. Teach me the game, Ghost. Teach me the game. You go to Paul Mitchell. I didn't look up how much it costs to go to that school. We're going to say $5,000. Could be higher, could be lower. I would do the research and I will show you guys in the notes, or I will put it I'll put it somewhere, right? So you become an esthetician and you learn all of this game. You have all of these skills. Now you can start your own business. You can start doing eyebrows. They be doing things with the eyebrows. Oh, your skin girl, you got a black head? Let me get that black head up out of there. Voila. I don't think estheticians do that, but they do something similar. But that is an industry where everybody want beauty. Everybody want clear skin. Me, I hate the low spots. So my skin, I would like clear skin. People want to look beautiful. So that's the industry that's not going to go anywhere, and having that skill is, you can make money always with it. So I'll put that at number 5. Number 4, take a lucky guess what that is. Being a flight attendant. I did that for 10 years. The benefits of being a flight attendant, becoming a flight attendant. It is a rare industry that everybody loves. It is a glamorous lifestyle. You get to dress up, you get to look nice, you get to serve the people, you get to fly around the world for free on your off days. Even when you're working, you get to get paid to go see different cities around the world. And if you have a cool crew, you can have some fun doing that also. So to become a flight attendant, you need a lot of customer service. That's it. You just need, if you worked at McDonald's, then you worked at Rally's, then you worked at the mall at Forever 21, you will qualify good to become a flight attendant because you've been around different races of people. You are a people person, that you know how to sell, whatever it is. That's all the requirement is. And you need a high school diploma of, you know. But it's mainly a customer service oriented job. It's also something a lot of people don't talk about. They have flight school academies where you can pay like $3,000 and you go to a flight school and they basically train you on how to be the best flight attendant. A lot of people say it's not worth the money because I became a flight attendant, and I know lots of people became a flight attendant. As I'm talking, we hear a plane go over us, right? I know a lot of people that did not need it to become a flight attendant, and I know a lot of people that went and don't regret it, because a lot of these schools have a partnership with these airlines. So once you graduate with the school, they would guarantee you an interview with probably 3 companies, and you have a higher chance of getting hired. So it really depends on your financial situation. I say you don't need it, so I say try without it. If you can't get the job after a while, spend the money, get better, work on your skills, and we're going to talk about the pay right here. Alright, since I'm a flight attendant, I might as well break this area down the most since I know it. So what you see right here, this is a contract. This is Southwest Airlines contract. Each airline, the pay is different. The better the airline, the higher the pay you're going to get for the most part. So you see it's a starting off, the pay rate is $25 an hour. I went all the way to the right because this is usually when we have different contracts and it will tell you the pay rate now versus the contract date. So we're just going to look at all the numbers all the way to the right. So starting off as a Southwest flight attendant in 2018, you were starting off making $25 an hour. That sounds like a lot of money, which it is, but you're only usually guaranteed about 70. We're just going to say for the conversational purposes, 75 hours a month. Now, you can work more than that, you can work less than that, but you're guaranteed 75 hours for the most part. So if you times that in a month, 75 in a month plus a year, so basically you're averaging about $22,000 a year as a brand new flight attendant. Now, if we go all the way down to the bottom, doing the exact same work, only 13 years later, you're making $63 an hour. It go from $22,000 to $56,000 a year doing the exact same work. Now, mind you, I did this with only 75 hours. I know people that work 200 hours a month, up to 100 hours. It really depends. I know some people that make six figures being a flight attendant. Once you've been there long enough, you can kind of dictate your income. I can't even talk. Dictate your income, but it depends on your grind and what airline you get with. Number 3, and this is actually one of my favorites. If I knew about this when I was younger, because we didn't know the wave was going to go to technology on this level, and that is becoming a coder slash programmer. First, to become a coder slash programmer, you don't need a degree. And the crazy thing is, I know personally programmers that make over six figures. So you can make probably from 40,000 to 200,000 depending on what type of coder and programmer you become, because there's software. Do you want to work on websites? Do you want to work on this? So you have a lot of different avenues you can go, but I'm going to show some more information about that because that is something I would definitely look into if I was younger. Of having that skill, you can make good money, and for the most part, you can work remote. You can work from home. You can literally say, hey, for the next month, I want to go to Rome and work abroad, and just literally do your work from your computer. As long as you got some Wi-Fi, a good computer, you probably can do that job just about anywhere, and you can start your own business and start your own practice and freelance and provide your services to people. So that's a good one. Number 2 is becoming a airline commercial pilot. Yes, we are still in the airline aviation realm. I did it for 10 years, so I was around pilots for 10 years. Now, the difference between this one is you gotta have some money, a little bit of money, depending on who you are, to become a pilot. It's not a free thing, but you necessarily don't need a degree. You do have to go to flight school. That can cost up to $0 to $80,000 to become a pilot, depending on which route you want to take. The good thing about being a pilot is, once again, you get to travel around the world for free. You get to literally fly planes. Which kid don't want to be a pilot? It's just like such an awesome idea where you get to fly planes and all of that fun stuff. Then when you land, you get to go to a hotel, you get to go out and have fun, go around the city, do that with crew members. It is an amazing industry. What's also dope is you're also seeing a lot of female pilots. So if you do want to become a pilot, feel free to hit me up. And if you're serious, I can connect you with some of the best pilots that will have no problem with helping you out. Now, here go the pay with Mesa Airlines. It changed with every airline, like I said before, but this was the airline I was at. We no longer have the Dash 8s, but for a first officer, you see it is lowest starting at $32,000 a year. As you stroll over, it go all the way up to $37,000. And at the bottom, you see the hourly rate. That is $36 an hour. And you scroll over, and that's starting off all the way up to $41, and it keep on going up. Now, if you go to the captains, you're going to make more money. Starting off with the Ember E175, you're in the 50,000s, and they go up to the 60s. And look at that hourly rate, $70-something an hour. Number 1. Drum roll. Is becoming a truck driver. Yes, you get to travel around the world again. So there's a few ways you can go when you become a truck driver, right? So I'm going to break it down since I am a truck driver. So the first route is to become one. You can go to a school. The school usually costs from $3,000 to $6,000. Nowadays, I'm learning that you have some schools that pay for it for free. You can go for free and get your truck driver's license. But back in my day, you're going to spend $3,000 to $6,000. They're going to teach you how to drive the truck. They're going to teach you everything you need to know. After that, you got to take your road test, do your pre-trip inspection test. And once you get certified, you are good to go. The kicker is a lot of places will pay for you to go to school. So they'll say, yo, you want to get your truck driver's license? Since the demand is so high, we will pay for it. The kicker is you got to work for our company for a minimum 1 or 2 years. That's the thing I don't like. Once you get your truck driver license, you kind of want to be a free spirit. So this is the way I went about it, right? So first thing first, since I live in Michigan, I Googled Michigan CDL Class A. And you seen the PDF, because back in the day, you used to go to Secretary of State out here, and they give you a big old booklet, and you could just take it home and you can learn what you need to do yourself, right? But with technology, I just downloaded the PDF on my phone, studied it, then I went up to Secretary of State and paid to take the test. There's 2 tests. They only cost like $25. It's like the combination, air brakes, it is the hazmat. It depends on what type of certification you want to get. Take both of those, you pass them, then you get your CDL Class A permit, where you can drive a truck now, as long as you got somebody that is licensed with you. What I did was somebody that had a truck that was willing to take some money to be able to train me. The way I looked at it, if I needed 5 hours of training, right, and he charged me $200 an hour, that's $1,000 for me to get my permit and stuff. That only cost like $25. So under around $1,000, $2,000, you can completely be certified and you can have your truck driver license. Now the kicker is a lot of places want you to have experience. So that is on you to be able to figure it out. Now, you have other options where you don't have to just get your Class A. A Class A is basically driving things over 26,000 pounds. Class B is under 26,000 pounds. So those are usually school buses. So if you want to drive school buses or anything in that realm, you usually get like a Class B. If you want to get your chauffeur's license, that only costs probably like $20. You go to your DMV or Secretary of State, go take that test, what is like 10 questions, and now you can be a chauffeur and you can start making money. Now in this industry, you can make money a few different ways. You can be local, where you get a job where you're driving a semi, local deliveries, dropping things off, being home at night, but you know you're gonna make more money going over the road. It's just simple. You're willing to go to Idaho, you're willing to go to California, you're willing to go to New York. Depending on where you want to go, you can make more money. I think the average is around 60 cents a mile, especially if you're driving semi. Now myself, I'm a transporter, where I transport vehicles that are brand new for the most part to different dealerships or people that bought them. And on average, I know people, I would say average probably $50,000 a year. Me, I average a little bit over 60,000 being a transporter, but it's a 1099 where you have to pay your own taxes, cover your own expenses and things like that. But I know people that can make well over 6 figures doing it. So this is an industry I would recommend for everybody, because once you get your CDLs, you're now not limited. You can go around the world and always be guaranteed to get a job. Want to move to Texas? You can get a job the next day. My boy moved to Florida, and within his 2nd week of being there, I think actually he set up an interview while he was home, and his 2nd day being there, he got a job. It's an industry where the demand is high. You're always going to need a big old truck to transport different things. All right, guys, we're finally about to wrap it up. I want to know in the comments, which was your favorite out of the top 10? If one wasn't in there that you would recommend, let people know in the comments, because I know a lot of people are in a lot of different industries, and you probably be able to help somebody out in the future. I hope you enjoyed this. Or you like and subscribe. And for my young viewers that is watching this, I know it's tough. When you're young, you're going to have a lot of people always asking you what you want to be when you grow up. Take your time, figure out what you love. And it's okay where you don't have to go to college right after you get out of high school. Take a year, figure out your life, figure out what you want to do, figure out who are you. And it's okay even if you do go to college and switch up your degrees. It is an experience that you will learn, but try to spend the least amount of money figuring out your passion. So at least I gave you guys some ways where you can make some money coming straight out of high school. You can do a certification class, be able to make some good money, and as you grow up and as you mature, you can figure out what you want to do if you want to go to school. I'm Lando Success. I hope you guys liked this video. I'm out.
Ooh.